What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? It is the 15th day of August, and here we are. Man, we dropped about 6% yesterday. Here we are at about $3.09, 22 hours, 34 minutes left in the day. Brand new day here. We saw a low yesterday just below $3, like right there at $2.99. That was a legendary opportunity for anybody that took it, right? If you're able to snag XRP below $3, good job, kudos to you. I'm not completely convinced that we go below that low, but at the same time, I'm not completely convinced that we're done going lower yet, right? I mean, if we're looking at this here, we did do the thing, the diagonal line of deception, right? Here we found support just below the line. Anybody and everybody who's looking for a reason to panic sell, they got it, right? We broke just below that line. That means XRP is going down. It broke out of its trend. No, now we move up. Now we find support because typically, it's not the diagonal lines that hold as support. It's the horizontal lines in here. You found resistance here before, support here before, a little turbulence here, support in this area, support in this area here, support, resistance there, a little bit of resistance right in that area there. So, I mean, it's a relative area of support nonetheless. We could go lower, of course, and we're going to look at the short-term stuff to see if we can figure out if that upholds, but let's go over that right now. Looking at this on a 1 hour time frame, I would think if we were to go lower, we would have done it already. Personally, just looking at it here, maybe because we have moved down so much, we're due for some kind of reverberation back up, and then we move lower. Something like that could happen. A little higher or a lower high before we get our lower low. That could very well happen. Looking at the RSI coming out of the overbought or oversold zone here, looking good. I would anticipate that we do go up to at least like the 40, the 45 area before moving lower. So something up a little bit more from here. Doesn't have to be too crazy. Let's look at this from a high to a low. High to a low here, I mean, maybe 323, 321 at the most, 312 at the least. We're at $3.09 right now. So up a little bit, and then from there we can discuss, do we see a lower low? Do we see a higher low? What's going to be the game plan from there? If we find support, if we find resistance at the golden ratio, it's very likely that we'd come back down and find support at 316 to 312. If we broke below 312, okay, then we'd probably go lower. If we find resistance here at 316, we could come back down to the 236 at $3.07. As I would say, ultimately, if you just want to make it simple, if you hold above $3.07 on a 1 hour closing basis, not a wicking basis, you can wick below. As long as you close above $3.07 on a closing basis, I think you're fine. And you probably have found your low, but I'm not entirely convinced of it yet. RSI looks like it wants to move up, so do the stochastics, but so what? It's just the 1 hour. MACD looks like it wants to move up too, so I definitely do believe you found a momentary low, if not the low, whatever the low might be. This could be it, if not a momentary low. Let's look at the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame here. Oh, looking good. Yeah, and you had a green one last time. 2 hours, 31 minutes left. Let's see how this 4 hour closes. But you could be getting set up to bounce right off the oversold zone. Look at this too. Let's see. Oh, it's probably not in direct trajectory, but still close enough. I like it. And you could go a little bit lower, and I'd still like it. You've got this good shape overall. You're in an area where you do like to find support, so that's cool. The stochastics agree as well. And the MACD might be giving a false signal with this cross here. Sometimes you cross below the zero with the blue line, but then you hold it with the orange line. That could happen. And the way that would happen, if it were to happen, we'd have to get a pretty serious move here. Probably over like the next 6 to 8 hours, I would think, or 6 to 10 hours. $3.09 now, though. Definitely a chance to move up from here. Let's see. Let's look at this relative low to high. I'm stuck on the thought that we go a little bit lower, but we go higher first. So I'm going to stick with the thought that we move up maybe to like $3.11, $3.21, somewhere in this area here, okay? And then we move lower to the golden ratio, probably down to about 296 to 291.5. That's where I think we'll find support. We will maybe get a lower low in the RSI or form some bullish divergence or something like that, further this divergence from the stochastics. And if I'm wrong, then just close a 4 hour time frame above like $3.22. If you close above 322 on a 4 hour time frame or higher time frame, then I'm wrong, and we're moving up higher. That was it. That was the low, and we're going, right? We have to close, not moving above 340 or 322, but closing above 322, okay? Inevitably, short-term stuff set aside, XRP is in a very bullish posturing, my friends. We got a lot of growth to go in a very short amount of time. Absolutely we do. I believe that we will see prices all the way up at about $11 to $16 by the end of September, if not earlier, right? That's the expectation. So I don't really have anything else I want to say. Wrapping up the video there. I know we have this kind of double top look at the moment right here on a weekly time frame. Anybody who's telling you this is a double top, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about, okay? It's not a double top. Oh, it looks like a double top. Yeah, it looks like a double top, but it's not a double top, right? Just like this. This looked like a double top, but what? No, it wasn't a double top, was it? It's not. It's clearly not a double top right there. At one point this week looked like a double top until it wasn't. You know what I mean? This was a double top, and except it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it's not a double top. It's absolutely not a double top. The way to confirm that this is a double top, technically, would be to get a weekly close below that weekly close there, or to get the price below that low there. And we're nowhere near that. So anybody saying this is a double top, they're being early, very early. Shout out to anybody named Early. I met a guy named Early. He's a cool guy. Early. Anyways, hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.